5. Rendering errors on Earth. They don't look real. Earth's source code has bugs. UFO-shaped objects hover motionless in the sky. Flowers bloom on Arctic ice at -40 degrees. Ocean water glows blue the moment you touch it. These aren't special effects or AI-generated images. They look so impossibly unreal, as if someone wrote a wrong line of code in Earth's rendering engine. Number 5. Lenticular clouds. Objects hovering motionless in the sky. This isn't Photoshop. This isn't a UFO. This is a real object hovering in the sky. It's called a lenticular cloud, a lens-shaped formation that appears near mountaintops. When airflow hits a mountain and is forced upward, moisture condenses at the peak, creating a perfect disk. The strangest part, it doesn't move. Wind is blowing. Every other cloud is drifting, but this one stays locked in place as if pinned to the sky. It isn't a fixed mass of vapor. It's a dynamic equilibrium where air flows through the same spot, forming and dissolving in real time. When multiple layers stack on top of each other, it looks exactly like an alien mothership parked above a mountain. A significant portion of UFO sightings worldwide turned out to be lenticular clouds. Nature built a flying saucer so convincing it fooled humanity. Number 4. Basalt columns. Geometry too perfect to be natural. Nature shouldn't be able to create geometry this perfect, but it did. These are columnar basalt formations. When lava meets cold seawater or air, the surface cools and contracts rapidly. The stress from contraction seeks the most efficient release pattern, and mathematics dictates that hexagons are the most efficient way to tile a flat surface. Lava cracks into perfect hexagons. The Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland has over 40,000 of these columns, lined up along the coast like pixelated steps built by a titan. Identical structures appear at Svartafoss in Iceland and Jeju Island in South Korea. It looks like low-polygon 3D rendering. It's hard to believe it wasn't manufactured. This is pure physics. When lava cools, nature automatically selects the most perfect geometric solution. Number 3. Frost flowers. Flowers blooming on ice at -40. At -40 degrees on Arctic sea ice, flowers suddenly bloom. Not plants, not mineral crystals, impossibly delicate ice flowers. They're called frost flowers, appearing only under extreme conditions. Freshly formed ultra-thin ice, air at least 20 degrees colder than the ice surface, and near saturated humidity. When conditions align, water vapor skips the liquid phase entirely and crystallizes directly onto ice, growing just centimeters tall with intricate shapes. These ice flowers contain salt and bacteria at concentrations hundreds of times higher than seawater, forming extreme ecosystems in the frozen void. But they're incredibly fragile, surviving only hours before a gust erases an entire field. Nature creates its most delicate beauty in its harshest environment, then destroys it in an instant. Number 2. Mammatus Clouds. The sky grows tumors. Hundreds of bulging pouches suddenly appear across the sky, like an omen of the apocalypse. These are Mammatus Clouds, sac-like protrusions hanging from the base of a cloud layer. Cold air sinks from the cloud base, forming round bulging lobes spanning hundreds of meters. They typically appear beneath powerful thunderstorms where violent updrafts and downdrafts collide, forcing excess cold air to bulge downward like a boiling surface turned upside down. When the sky fills with these eerie rounded lumps, it looks like the atmosphere is boiling. Mammatus clouds aren't dangerous themselves, but they signal extreme storm activity nearby. When you see the sky covered in tumors, find shelter fast. Number 1. Bioluminescent Bay. A galaxy that fell into the ocean. The ocean is glowing. Every wave releases a cascade of blue light, as if a galaxy spills into the sea. This is bioluminescence, triggered by billions of dinoflagellates. When water is disturbed, these organisms emit an ethereal blue glow. Mosquito Bay in Puerto Rico is the brightest bioluminescent bay on Earth, with roughly 700,000 glowing organisms per liter. Drag your hand through the surface, and every ripple traces blue light. Swim through, and your body becomes wrapped in glowing blue, as if floating through the Milky Way. But this wonder is vanishing. Light pollution, climate change, and deteriorating water quality are killing these organisms. Scientists warn that without protection, this phenomenon could disappear within decades. Nature's most beautiful glitch may also be its most fragile. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more amazing content. If Earth really is a simulation, whoever wrote the code has genuinely excellent taste. Like and subscribe. See you next time.